Welcome to Dating in the Modern Age, starring Alex Stewart and Nicci Nunez, where these queens are catching feelings, not COVID. Let's meet our first bachelorette, Nicci.
So I'm Nicci, I'm 30, live in Chicago, and I have a podcast, but I'm also a brand manager. My dating history, I've had 2 long-term relationships, but I've been pretty single for the last 3 years or so.
We love a queen who's committed to working on herself. What inspired y'all to start the podcast Swipe Fat?
Nobody else was talking about dating when they were fat. We've grown this amazing community and shown women that there are other people they can relate to and that you can find love even though you're not society standards. I'm looking for someone really funny, kind, and loyal. Somebody I can cook dinner with and drink a bottle of wine on a Friday night and still feel like I'm going out, but also that's down to go to a dive bar and explore the city, and who's also open to be my dog's dad. I need a dog dad.
These single best friends interview potential suitors for each other virtually for a chance at a one-on-one date. Shutting men down has never been easier.
So historically in the past, I feel like, Nicci's dated guys who maybe aren't as serious about wanting to be in a relationship. They're fun and definitely there for a good time. But what I'm looking for Nicci is someone who can do both. Someone who is there for a good time and we can all have a good time with, but also wants to be there for Nicci emotionally for the long haul.
So today, Alex will be interviewing 3 guys for a chance to go on a date with Nicci. Let's go fetch our bachelors. Meet Adam A.
43 years old. I live in Orlando, Florida, a small town called Altamont Springs, right outside Orlando. And I consider myself kind of a jackass of all trades. I'm a lawyer who doesn't practice, a college professor who doesn't teach anymore, published author, and I do photography and podcasting, stand-up comedy, and I'm also a career advisor.
Seems like Adam A does everything but hold down a job. Let's hope he does better on this interview. Introducing Sean B.
I'm 28 years old. Currently, I live in Detroit, Michigan, and I pretty much do whatever I want.
Whenever a man says he does whatever he wants, that usually means sleeping in late and sleeping with younger women. Uh-oh.
As far as work goes, I'm a writer, and I'm writing a story about my uncle and his life.
Finally, here's Adam R.
My name is Adam. I'm 24. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, and I'm an interior decorator here.
This should be fun. Boys, get ready for some grilling from Alex.
Hey.
Hello.
All right, so we'll start with the easy stuff. Beer or wine?
Wine.
Wine.
Neither. I'm 100% just I have the taste of like a 16-year-old frat girl, a sorority girl. All I like are vodka Red Bull and drinks that taste like candy, and they have to have liquor in them. That's the only way I'll drink.
Cake or pie?
Cake.
Pie.
Pie.
Whew. Pie.
Let's find out what else these boys like to eat.
Would you rather marry a virgin or someone who has had multiple sexual partners?
Someone who's had multiple sexual partners?
Well, I think virginity is just a complete fabrication created by men to make women think that their penis actually matters.
All the partners. Give me the experience.
100%. I made a face when you said virgin.
I guess it doesn't really matter.
So it doesn't matter to me. I don't care how many partners somebody's had.
Do you snore?
No, not at all.
I don't think so.
Like a bear.
Dog or cat?
Dog.
I actually don't want the responsibility of an animal for myself, so I don't have either.
Dog, 100%.
Favorite food?
Charcuterie.
Bacon.
Pizza.
Pasta.
Would you rather date a porn star or be a porn star?
Oof. I guess date one.
Date. I don't know if I can handle that pressure.
I have no preference at all. I mean, hell, I have an OnlyFans. I don't really care.
Looks like Adam A is getting his bag after all.
Have you ever been told that you look like someone famous?
I'm that guy from the Twilight and the guy from the Grey's, or 50 Shades of Grey.
No.
My mom has told me that I look like Jamie Dornan, but I know the only thing she's seen him in is 50 Shades of Grey, and it makes me really uncomfortable.
How would your best friend describe you?
Very thoughtful, but also very obnoxious when he thinks he knows better than everybody.
Fun and flirty.
Energetic, asks too many questions, and cooks a lot.
A loyal friend that also like tells it how it is, even if they don't want to hear it.
If you could invite anyone, dead or alive, to dinner, who would it be?
Stephen King. I would just love to just like sit down for like 8 hours with Stephen King, tie him to the bed, break his knee so he can't go anywhere. Basically misery is basically what I want to do.
My Uncle Fred.
Nicci's going to have to work extra hard for Sean B's attention since he keeps giving it all to Uncle Fred.
Kobe Bryant.
If you were given $1,000 tomorrow, what would you spend it on?
Investing in making the movie about my uncle.
No shocker there, Sean.
Probably buy like a PlayStation, half towards bills, maybe $100 to go out drinking.
I'd save that money if I were you, Adam A.
Take like a few of my friends out to lunch.
If by a few of your friends you mean Nicci, sounds good. Welcome back to Dating in the Modern Age. Time to introduce our first bachelorette, Nicci.
I want somebody who's like willing to go explore, wants to be my dog's dad. I need a dog dad. That's just like really kind and loyal and funny. I really want somebody to make me laugh, that I can just like be myself with.
Nicci wants a man who will play with her dog, not her feelings. Let's go meet our bachelors.
I consider myself kind of a jackass of all trades.
I'm a writer, and I'm writing a story about my uncle.
On the bright side, it looks like Sean B can write you one hell of an apology letter.
My name is Adam. I'm an interior decorator.
Let's see if Alex can find Nicci a perfect match, or if these boys will be stuck in the man's best friend zone.
If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Probably Chicago. I love it.
Right now I'm thinking about like Australia or New Zealand. New Zealand seems amazing.
Tell us you like Lord of the Rings without telling us you like Lord of the Rings, Adam.
Paris.
Key West.
Doing whatever he wants in Key West might not be best for Nicci.
Most important in a partner, intelligent or funny?
A combination of both would be perfect, but I would have to say funny first.
Sense of humor. If you can't laugh with someone, like, what do you have?
They're both pretty equal to me. I'd rather they're dumb and not funny, but just be honest and like an open person than anything else.
New clothes or new phone?
New clothes.
New phone.
Close.
Yeah, look at me. I have like 8 black shirts and 3 pairs of jeans, and that's all I wear. So just always new phone.
Maybe use some of that OnlyFans money so that's not your only shirt.
Okay. Would you rather kiss your ex or your mortal enemy?
My ex. I'm friends with most of my exes.
How many exes and how many friends? I'm toxic, so I don't like a man with too many of either. Let's hope that Nicci doesn't mind.
So I guess if it came down to it, it might be awkward and weird because we're just friends now, platonically, but I'd probably kiss my ex.
I guess my ex.
Who else thought he was gonna say Uncle Fred?
Would you rather kiss your ex or your mortal enemy?
My ex.
The correct answer was enemy. You all failed.
We're on good terms.
No, I changed my mind. Mortal enemy.
Phone call or texting?
Phone call. There's so much like bad communication over text. I'm like, just call me and like, let's say it straight.
I like talking on the phone. I'm a talker, as you can tell. So I enjoy being on the phone.
Rich friend or loyal friend?
Loyal friend, for sure.
Loyal, 100%.
Loyal, 100%.
What are the most important things you're looking for in a partner?
Someone that I can have fun with, share my time with, and build a foundation on friendship.
Honesty is very good. Someone who maybe is not insecure, and someone who knows how to communicate, because open communication can solve pretty much everything.
Sense of humor, like I said. Someone to like laugh with.
Funny. I really want somebody to make me laugh. I want somebody who's like willing to go explore.
Just someone who's like excited to explore, that kind of thing.
I straight up wish Adam R would put that mug down.
Would you rather only ever have sex in bed or only ever have sex outside the bedroom?
I'm down to go outside of the bedroom.
It's one of those, I mean, outside the bedroom's fun, but like I also want to just roll over and fall asleep sometimes afterwards, like you don't have to like come back inside from being out in the hood of your car.
I'm adventurous, so I have to say outside.
Only ever have sex in bed.
What are 3 things you can't live without?
Coffee, books, and basketball.
My dog Ted, combat boots, and coffee.
Family, my animals, and my dreams.
I would say anything that I used to create, whether taking camera or like a writing implement, just so I could write something like that. Coke Zero and my circle of friends. Those are the 3 things that are most important to me.
What are you most passionate about?
Sustainability, above all. Helping the planet out, you know what I mean?
I'm very passionate about just human rights and equal rights. It means a lot to me to try to speak up and try to being a good ally is something I'm very passionate about.
What are you most passionate about?
Stories, telling stories.
I want to create and just like make things that resonate with people, make them think, make them cry, make them laugh. That's really important to me.
Let's hope Adam A can create some chemistry with Nicci.
What color best describes your personality?
I think I'm like a burnt orange.
Pink, just like bright and energetic, friendly, inviting. That's how I want to be.
Adam R sure is spilling the passion fruit tea.
Black.
Blue.
The color of Uncle Fred's eyes, I presume.
What do you consider your best attributes?
All my friends tell me I'm really emotionally supportive, and I take a lot of pride in that. People tell me I have like an energetic presence that energizes them. Like everyone wants me at the pregame, and I think that's why. And I have a lot of people tell me I have great legs.
My smile, for sure. Loyalty, and sense of adventure and exploring.
People say my eyes and the beard is always a point of conversation no matter where I go. I would say otherwise my voice. I'm a very loyal person and very thoughtful.
What is the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Traveled by myself to foreign country.
One Christmas, my best friend and I skipped Christmas, went to New Orleans, and broke into the abandoned Six Flags.
Oh, I went to culinary school for a year with like no background in that.
That's hard.
Here's what we know about our bachelors so far. Adam A is a radically honest jackass of all trades. Sean B does whatever he wants with his uncle. And Adam R is pretty in pink. Let's see if they can stand the heat with Alex.
What's your dream job?
I just create things, so if I can do that every single day, like that's the goal.
I'm doing it. I'm a writer, comedian, photographer. I mean, it's a starving artist type of job, but I'm actually finally decided a couple of years ago just to give up the high-paying job and try to do something that I'm passionate about.
Let's hope that answer buys Alex's approval.
Chief Sustainability Officer.
To make the movie I was telling you about of my uncle's life.
Would you rather give up masturbating for a whole year or sex for 2 months?
I can give up sex. We've been doing it. It's a pandemic.
Masturbating for a whole year.
Looks like the balls are in your court, Nicci.
I give up sex for 2 months. I mean, during this pandemic, I've almost forgotten what sex is like. Like I said, I installed that bidet, and
Game changer.
Sex for 2 months.
Makes you laugh.
When someone really knows how to tell a good funny story.
People tripping, and I feel bad about it.
Just everything. I mean, anything that's not predictable or cliched, or anything that doesn't punch down, like anything that's not at the expense of someone, someone who doesn't deserve it.
What would you take with you to a deserted island?
I'd say a soccer ball.
Not sure you'll be scoring with that answer, Adam R.
A bottle of Irish whiskey and a speaker with music.
I hope Uncle Fred's fan club remembered to pack sunscreen.
Probably like 30 notebooks, camera, and maybe a satellite phone.
What's a movie that made you cry?
Somewhere in Time.
P.S. I love you every single time. I bawl.
There's one of the Spider-Man movies. I don't remember which one.
If you can't remember the movie, how are you going to remember your anniversary? Come on, honey, step it up.
But there's just one of the Tobey Maguire ones where he does that ugly cry face, and like he's about to get pulled apart, and then the whole city of New York comes together and like drag him into the subway to help him or whatever, and I just always start bawling every time I see that scene. I don't know why. It's just like they rescued the hero for once. It's a very sweet moment.
Moonlight.
What's heavily played on your music playlist right now?
It's Talking Heads and Madonna.
Would you rather have sex in a dressing room or a shower?
I've done both, and definitely the dressing room is much easier.
Yeah, showers are dangerous.
There's more space, it's the water, yeah.
I know.
Sex in the shower is one of those things you think is going to be great in the movies, and then you try it and you're just like, oh no, this is terrible.
Doggy or a missionary?
Doggy.
Looks like someone's ready to be a doggy daddy.
I'm a fat guy, so I prefer cowgirl, to be quite honest.
Doggy.
But between those two choices, I would say missionary.
What's your favorite board game?
Chess. Oh my god. I didn't watch Queen's Gambit, but I just learned how to play chess.
Checkers.
What's your favorite cocktail?
Mai Tai.
Gin and tonic.
Vodka Red Bull, honestly, the fruitiest. Or if they don't have Red Bull, then I'll do coconut rum and Diet Coke.
Would you rather have sex when you're drunk or when you're stoned?
High sex is fun.
Drunk. I feel like I'm so in my head when I'm stoned.
When I'm stoned, I just fall asleep, and so I would say sex when I'm drunk is going to be a little better.
What's your favorite holiday?
Halloween. I love dressing up and fun stuff.
Other than my birthday, I'd probably say Halloween.
Halloween.
Where are you from originally?
Detroit, born and raised.
I'm from Boston. That's where I was born.
Right outside of Detroit.
Would you rather have sex virtually, via FaceTime, or sexting?
Sexting.
That's a good question. I think FaceTime. FaceTime's probably at least the most interactive version of it.
Sexting?
Where was the best vacation you've ever taken?
Probably Amsterdam.
I took a really fun road trip to Nashville with my friends when I was still in school.
For my 43rd birthday, I went to Iceland, and I wanted to wake up in a different country on my birthday, so I flew out the night before and landed at 6 a.m. in Iceland, and I spent a week there. I did some shows while I was there. I explored, and it was pretty fantastic.
Welcome back to Dating in the Modern Age. It's almost time to find out which king Alex chose to go on a date with Nicci. Nicci wants a man who will play with her dog, not her emotions. Will she find Prince charming, or will they all end up in the doghouse?
Would you rather go on a fancy date or a chill date?
Fancy dates have their place, but I think there's all this expectations that come with them. So I think a chill date where you're just kind of just talking and hanging out is a much better way to meet somebody organically and naturally.
Chill date. I feel like fancy dates can get stiff.
Would you rather go on a fancy date or a chill date?
Chill date.
I personally am at my most chill when I'm sitting in a 5-star steakhouse. But that's just me.
All right, final question. But what are 3 words that you would say describe you?
I think that I'm opinionated, creative, and resilient.
Fun, flirty, and sexy.
Passionate, curious, and excited.
Smart, honest, and crude.
Okay.
Probably be the best 3 words.
Which bachelor do you think would make the best dog dad? So Alex, what did you think of Adam A?
I really liked Adam. I think Nicci would too. He's very open, honest. He talked a lot about loyalty, which is really big for Nicci. And he was super funny, just knew what he wanted. So yeah, I think Nicci would like him.
What about Sean B?
He was really cute and sweet, and I think a lot of his answers line up with what Nicci's looking for. He's really into animals. She's looking for someone who's honest and fun-loving and flirty, so I think that they would have a good time together.
Good point, girl. And finally, Adam R.
I really liked Adam. I think he'd be a really fun person to have a cup of coffee with. And he was really sweet. Really cute. I think my one worry about him is he's a little young. He's 24, so that would be my only concern. I really liked Adam A. I think that he's really personable. He's funny. I think they'll have a ton to talk about. And yeah, I really liked Adam A for Nicci.
I want someone who is, like I said, honesty is very good. Someone who maybe is not insecure. Like someone who's secure just because my work and what I do is very odd, and I want someone who's going to just be comfortable to know that if I'm there with them, I'm with them. So someone who's very secure, who's not a jealous person, and someone who knows how to communicate, because open communication can solve pretty much everything.
Stay tuned for next week when we see Nicci and Adam go on a date. Good work, Alex. I think this should be interesting to watch. Bye, y'all!